working together to pursue contracts, whether federal or state. Think about that. That was unheard of just 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. So we're extremely excited. So Shafi, I think it's important for the chamber members to know it was your leadership. We've had coffee many times and sat down and had those discussions. And Terry, it wouldn't have been possible without your leadership and your understanding through ODOT and the Somali community. And then we got together. So for me, I just want you to know what your leadership is doing to try to make it better for all of you as entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Everett. Now welcoming representative of Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Lair Marin Markham. Welcome, Lair.
Thank you. Again, I will probably going to be one of the last, so I will try to be as fast as possible. But I know that by now, hopefully, we are going to be friends. I have been meeting many of you throughout the community. I have worked with the Hispanic Chamber for over 20 years. And also with Ohio Chambers for many as well, and with many of the other cities in Ohio, with Cincinnati, Cleveland, Dayton, Akron, Canton, and Toledo. I have reached out to all our entrepreneurs and have brought them together. And I'm hoping that continuing the work here with the Somali community is going to be even more inspiring. We share a lot of faith. We share a lot of diversity and a lot of cultural backgrounds. We are going through some of the same sufferings, and we sometimes feel like we're at the bottom of that food chain in entrepreneurial and businesses with our communities. I would like to be able to reach out, to continue to collaborate, to continue to partner. Our first MOU with the Somali Chamber took place over a year ago, and also with the Asian Pacific and Islanders. It is really exciting to see a wonderful group of entrepreneurs, of community members here tonight that I didn't see 25 years ago when I came here. So, like many of you, I am very inspired. It is very emotional, and it's also great to see a representative that's a woman in our Congress. Thank you so much to all of you. And continue fighting. You can do it, and in Spanish we say, sí se puede. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you, Lair. Now we will invite Mohammed Dalmar, owner of Jake Freights, onto stage to give us a speech. Welcome, Mohammed.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kolay Somali ma ku hadli doonaa maadaama Somali loo badan yahay intii English kale sida ku hadashay waa la igu gaaday oo kolay shaafi ima sheega arrintan haddaan ogaan lahaa waxaan la soo dibadhiyaa laakiin waxaan aad iyo aad u mahadinayaa xafladan quruxda badan ee meesha layna ku casuumay Shaafi iyo gruubkiisa iyo community-ga Soomaalida ee caawa halkan isugu timi runtii aad iyo aad baad ugu mahadsantihiin imaatinkiina iyo kasoo qaybgalkiina shirkan sidan u quruxda badan ee masaajidadeennii iyo community-geennii iyo macallimiintan iyo aqoon-yahanadii ay joogaan keliya hal arrin baa caawa aniga maskaxdayda si aad iyo aad ugu soo noqonaysa wuxuu yidhi Shaafi numberkii toban muxuu ahaa 13,670 lambar noocaas oo kale ah oo ganacsiyo Soomaaliya baa magaalada ku yaalay arrintaas waxay ahayd arrin aan u malaynayo kolley cid badan oo ku baraarugsanina ma jirto aniguna hore uma ogeyn marka aad iyo aad baad ugu mahadsantihiin shaqo abuurka iyo inaad waddankan ka shaqaysateen oo ka faa'iidaysateen oo wax ka barateen oo ku ganacsateen.
Hello, my name is Sabrina Mohammed and this is Dalmar TV. Today we are here at Northtown Chiropractic, located at 2240 Morris Road, where they treat a bunch of different ailments such as neck pain, headaches, migraines, and more, treated by Dr. Larry Benson.
Take some films of you. Stay right here. Look straight. Get my machine ready for you.
You can eat. Good.
And stay right there. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Okay. Look straight ahead. Pick your chin up. So these nerves, they come out of your neck into your arm. And sometimes the nerve here, see, it gets pinched, it gets pressure, and that shoots pain down your arm. So we have to take your spine like this and straighten it. And straighten it out for you. Because yours is like this. We want to be able to straighten it. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, so this x-ray here, you can see your teeth. You're looking in this direction here. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things I'm looking for on this x-ray, and get ready to move this, I'm going to compare it with what is normal up here. This is a normal spine. A normal spine has a normal curve. Do you see how this is a curve here? Your spine is more straight. There's no curve. Yours is very straight. You should have a curve like this in the neck. And that tells me that your spine, like this is good. That's good. But yours is this way. That's no good.
Okay.
And so you're going to get pain.
On my shoulder.
You're going to have pain right through here.
Yep.
Want to come over? All this pain through here because your head is too far forward. Okay? So you're going to get headaches, neck pain. You might also get pain down into the arms and shoulders because this is too straight. Okay? So this x-ray looks like, kind of like, almost like this one. And there's been changes to it. Looks pretty good? Yeah. Good. Yeah, all these muscles that you got injured in the accident, they get really tight. And that prevents you from moving. And we want to loosen them up so you can get the range of motion.
Yes. Yep.
This leg, bring this leg up. Can you bring it up? Is that sore?
Yeah.
And this one here, bring it up. Is that sore?
No.
Not too bad. Okay.
Too bad.
So the problem is. Give a thumbs up. And then maybe when he sits up, he can kind of. Your problem is down through here. What this table does is it actually creates space. You see that space?
Yeah.
Right now, the nerves are pressed,
I'm ready.
and so this is the nerves get pinched. And this table does that. So we create a little more space. That's what it is.
asalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu. halkani waa dalmar t v. dhegaystayaal, dalmar t v waxaad ka daawan kartaan si toos ah channelka 3210 32.10 local channels ee tv-ga guriga ku yaala. waxaa kaloo dalmar t v ka daawan kartaan youtube-ka oo live hadda aad toos u daawan kartaan. tiktok waa ka daawan kartaan, facebookna waa ka daawan kartaan. maanta waxaa sharaf inoo ah in uu nala joogo mudane ras filikajer oo ah lawyer in badan soomaalida la soo shaqeeyay oo weli wax cusub oo fara badan haddana kusoo kordhiyey ummadda. maanta isagaa marti noogu ah telefishinkeena dalmar halkan maanta. waxaan wareysan doonaa, weydiin doonaa waxa uu soo kordhiyay iyo shaqada uu qabto iyo sida uu qabto iyo waqtiga kasoo wareegtay intii uu soomaalida shaqeynay. Ras Fillinger, welcome to Dalmar TV.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Ras, first of all, tell us, who is Ras Fillinger?
Well, I'm an attorney. Been doing this for about 41 years. We do mostly personal injury work, a lot of automobile, truck, and motorcycle accidents. I grew up in a very small town in the middle of Pennsylvania, worked my way through college and came out to Columbus to go to law school. Went in the military for a short period of time, and after that I decided to come back to Columbus and open up my own practice. And we've been fortunate for about the last 20 to 25 years to be able to represent a large originally Somali immigrants, and now individuals who actually were born here but are just of Somali descent.
dhegaystayaal ras filkinger waa nin lawyer ah oo ilaa iyo 41 sano kusoo jiray shaqada lawyernimada. ras waqti badan ayuu kusoo qaatay in uu la soo shaqeeyo Soomaalida sidoo inoo sheegay. waqtiga badan waxyaalo kala kulmay maanta oo weydiin doona iyo shaqada uu qabto sida ay u fududahay. Ras, again, welcome to Dalmar TV.
Thank you.
Tell us how long have you been with the Somali community, and what can you say? What motivated you to work for them and join them? And I see you in every event. I see you in several other Somali community events. What motivated you to align with this community?
Well, I think it was about 20 to 25 years ago, a Somali gentleman came into my office. He'd been in an accident. At the time, I'd never heard of Somalia, had no idea where it was. Must have done a good job for him because he referred a couple people who referred a couple people who referred a couple people, and pretty soon we were representing a large number of Somali immigrants at that time. I decided that because we were making money off of the community, it was our duty to try to put some of that money back into the community, and that's when we opened a nonprofit. We began doing work with Somali Can and scholarship money, and then we began doing the soccer tournaments, and it kind of just began to snowball to where we're involved in pretty much every event that's done here when it has something to do with the Somali population.
Thank you, Ras. Mudane Ras wuxuu inoo sheegay dhagaystayaal wuxuu inoo sheegay in uu Soomaalidu waqtigu la shaqeynayay uu macnaha arkay in ay yihiin ummad wanaagsan oo lala shaqeyn kara awalan. waxaan weydiinay maxaa kugu qasbay in aad Soomaalida kale la shaqeyso. wuxuu yiri waxaan arkay dad markuu qofka ku imaado yar had wuxuu ka sheekay qof accident galay qof kale uu sheegaya yani ummad isku xiran oo si kasta mar kastaba iyaga isku xiran oo markaad mid wax u sameeyso mid kale hadaad xumaan ku sameeysan xumaantu gudbinaya hadaad wanaag ku sameeysan wanaag gudbinaya. Mr. Ras, we have different other lawyers in the city. We have accident lawyers like you do. We have all the kind of lawyers that do same thing you are doing, and some of our communities also go to them, but we don't see them in our system, like in our events, in our supporting, as you mentioned, the football club, the sports. I've seen you from 2008, 2009, which is a long time, up to today. It's really amazing sometimes when you look at Ras Filkinger is supporting this event. Ras Filkinger is doing this for the community. Why are you different from others? Why I'm asking this question is, we know we have a lot of lawyers in town that do the same thing you are doing, but we have seen a significant movement or significant support from the community. Is it that you're making a lot of money from this community? Is it that what is making you different from other lawyers? When you go to them, you take your money and they give you the service, but they are not visibly seen in the community. Why are you different from them?
I think my parents raised me with a strong sense of duty and loyalty. The Somali people trust me. They come to me, and I think it's only right for me to be loyal to them and to try to give back as best I can to the community. I also enjoy it. I enjoy learning about different cultures, different religions. My son, who's an attorney with me now, also enjoys it, and we look forward to every event that we are part of. But I think it's all part of our civic duty that while we're making money off of this population, it's only right that we give money back and try to help as best we can. And I think we get more out of it than the Somali population does because we really enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, actually. daawadayaal halkani aad naga daawanaysaan waa Dalmar TV Columbus, Ohio. Mudane Ras ayaa maanta martina u ah stationkeena. Mudane Ras waxaan su'aal weydiinay. Anagu waxaan haysanaa lawyer kala duwan oo waqti mataqaanaa lawyer oo aad intaad ugu tagtay xafiiskiisa lacagtaada siisid dibnaad u arkayn. Waxaan weydiinay su'aasha ah maadaama lawyerinta wadanka joogo ay caadi u tahay inaad lacagta intaad siisid shaqada ku qabto aanad wax kale ku dhacarkin. isagana aan ku aragno community-ga maxaa kaaga duway looyarada kale aan weydiinay wuxuu yidhi aabahay ayaa wuxuu isoo baray oo waalidkayga ayaa wuxuu isoo baray in aan noqdo qof yacni wixii loo galo abaalkiisa guda inaan noqdo waxaan jeclahay buu yidhi maadaama community-gan anigoo aan waxba ahayn ay ila soo qabsadeen in aan waxaan u sameynayay haddana aan dib ugu gudo. Russ, I just want to ask you, tell us more about your law firm. What do you do actually in specify to our communities? What do you do and what new services did you recently added? Tell us more about that.
Well, our firm's small. It's a father-son firm. We specialize in helping people who have been injured, primarily in either automobile, trucking, or motorcycle accidents. We've had some new exciting developments over the last year, one of which is a new client-based system that we are utilizing. It's called Smokeball. And we're very excited about this system because it allows your file to actually communicate with you so that we send out a text, they go to an app, and they're able to actually upload pictures, medical bills, documents, anything they need to, what goes directly into their file. And we also have some new staff who are extremely excited about working with the Somali population. My paralegal, Meg, who's in charge of the new Smokeball system, is very dedicated to making sure that every one of our clients understands what's going on with their case, and that if they have any questions, we can answer those immediately.
Great. And tell me how, Daniel, have you ever seen where situations where somebody will come up and you don't even speak a word of English? Who helps you on that?
We see that all the time. Luckily, we have a very strong base of interpreters. There's one gentleman, Abdi Ahmed, who's been my friend and been my interpreter for about 25 years. He is always available if we need someone. And so the staff is able to contact him. He's in our office quite frequently, and it makes things a lot smoother because we do have situations where people will come to our door, don't speak any English, and we need help immediately. And we have a pretty strong staff of interpreters, especially Abdi, to help us.
Thank you so much, Ras. daawadayaal mar kale iyo halkan on studio-ga Dalmar TV waxa aan weydiinay su'aal ah maxaad macnaha muxuu yahay fahamka loo fahamka uu Ras Firinja ama Firinja loo fahmo loo yaqaano muxuu qabtaa ama sidoo u shaqeeyaa mudane Ras wuxuu inoo sheegay in loo fahamkan uu yahay loo faham aaba iyo wiilkiisa ka shaqeeya dadka u shaqeeyana dad mataqaanaa kooban ay yihiin community-gan in badan la soo shaqeeya su'aal waxaan weydiinay ah in sidee dadka Soomaaliyeed oo aan luqadda aqoonin oo marka aan garanaynin Ingiriiska sideed u caawin kartaa wuxuu inoo sheegay inuu haysto dad turjubaana ah sida walaalkeen Cabdi Ahmed oo kamid ah dadka mataqaanaa isaga u shaqeeya oo aanu naqaano nin mataqaanaa xil dheer kule mataqaanaa gobolkan Ohio wax badan ka soo shaqeeyay Soomaalidana mataqaanaa aad ay ugu kalsoon tahay ayaa u shaqeeya marka mudan Ras waxaan weydiin doonaa sidee oo fudud oo mataqaanaa dadka ay ku soo raadin karaan ay ku heli karaan sida kugu fudud maxay tahay su'aasha ayaan weydiin doonaa isaga naga jawaabi Ras, I just want to ask you how oftenly can someone reach out to your law firm? Overnight, people goes into accident. You're an accident lawyer. When someone, when someone is stressed out, whenever he has an accident or she, he will just pick up his phone and say, let me call my lawyer. What is the easiest way those individuals can reach out in the middle of the night or over the day? What's the method that they can use to reach out to you?
Well, there's a couple different things they can do. One is they can go to our website, and once they're on our website, there'll be a little box that'll come down, and it's a chat box. And they can click on that, and they can start talking to someone who will immediately contact one of us. We may not be able to talk to them right there at that very second, but we'll get that, and within 5 minutes we can return the call. Also, if it's off hours and they have our phone number, they can call and leave a message. Those messages go directly to our emails, and we're notified that we have an email message. So we're able to handle it pretty much 24 hours a day.
Thank you so much. مسؤاشا ويدني مدن راس وحنيري حدي عاد accident كشو مثلا أديكو هبيني متشوجا ما وقتي أديك شوجا إن عاد حرير كاسمين كتبعتي إن online كشة oo aad halkaas markaad online-ka barnaamij ku qorto in markiiba message isaga u dhacayo dibna kula soo xiriirayaan ama numberka halkaa ku qoran aad garaacdid numberka markaad garaacdidna hadduu xitaa voicemail kaa galo waqti dambe habeen ay tahay isla markiiba isaga u dhacaya. So is there a direct number right now you can tell us that automatically goes either to your voicemail or goes to your son voicemail or goes to the office in the first thing in the morning? Is there a direct number you can share with our viewers right now?
Area code 614-944-5055. If you contact that number, if you don't get a live person, you'll get my voicemail. Leave a message. Like I said, it goes directly into my email. I'm notified, and then we can return the call.
Thank you so much. Numberka hadda uu inoo sheegay ayaad kala soo xiriiri kartaa Mudane Ras. Mr. Ras, I will also ask you another question. You mentioned that you support community initiative. Is there a specific, except the sports that you mentioned, is there a specific other community organizations that you usually support?
Pretty much everyone that's affiliated with the Somali population. The Chamber of Commerce, obviously, the Somali Can, the International Women's Day, we sponsor that as well. There's also certain different events like Somali Independence Day. At Ramadan, we also support all of the mosques. So it's kind of a wide area that we try to help out.
Thank you so much, Ras. Waxaan weydiinay Mudane Ras, maxaad sideed u caawisaa, sidee aad support u samaysaa? Wuxuu inoo sheegay in maadaama waxa isaga uu kaga duwan yahay looyarada kale inay tahay in markii ay Soomaalidu soo gacan qabatay inuu isaga gacan qabto. Su-aal waxaan weydiinaa waa maxay waxa aad qabato? Wuxuu sheegay oo xaqiiqo ah anigu aan ka mid ahay ama aan madax u ahay Somali American Chamber of Commerce uu si toos u caawiyo. Waxaa kale inoo sheegay Mudane Ras in masaajidada uu caawiyo waqtiyada Ramadaanka oo uu mataqaanay dhaqaale siiyo toosan. Our last question, Mr. Ras, you have been working with the Somali community for a long time. What message do you have for them today?
Well, I think I have more of an observation. And my observation, and I said this several years ago, I was sitting in probate court. We were trying to get money to individual children. This individual was a truck driver who had passed away. And we were trying to get the money to a refugee camp over in Kenya. And one of the gentlemen that was sitting there interpreting for us began explaining to me that he could tell me how many children of Somali descent were at Ohio State, how many were in graduate school, how many were at University of Dayton. And I said, how do you know that? And he said, well, the Somali people really put a lot of emphasis on education. And one thing I've learned from being with most of my Somali clients and friends, they are striving to make a better future, not just for themselves, but for their children. And they really understand that education is the pathway. And I'm just extremely impressed of how close and how much effort this community puts into not just making themselves better, but really that strong family bond. And it's just very impressive to be around.
Thank you so much. Mudane Ras, waxaan weydiinay maxaad u haysaa fariintaad u dirayso dadka Soomaalidu in badan soo shaqeysay maxay tahay? Wuxuu ka sheekeeyay dadka Soomaalida ammaan isagu uu ka amaanay in ay yihiin dad mustaqbalkooda ka dadaala mar kasta oo ilmaha inay iskuul aadaan oo qofku uu noloshiisa isaga habaysto uu noloshiisa u fikiro uu noloshiisa ka fikiro. Marka waxaan su'aal kale weydiin doonaa waxyaalaha cusub oo ku soo kordhay jirta. Marka taasna isaga dib u weydiin doonaa. I will also ask you this question, Mr. Ras. Recently, you are also doing other services for the trucking. What are those services? We have significant members within our society that are in the trucking industry. And we would like to know what services do you give out in terms of trucking, either trucking accident or any other services?
Well, primarily we represent people who've been injured in trucking accidents. But we also try to advise truck drivers with regard to insurance, with regard to legal entities that they may want to form. In other words, an owner-operator may want to form his own LLC. by forming his own LLC, he may be able to also cover himself with workers' compensation. So that if he is in an accident that's his fault, or an accident where no one has insurance, he has a fallback to Bureau of Workers' Compensation. We have a lot of clients, unfortunately, that get in accidents that are their fault, or where there's no insurance and they don't have that fallback. So we try to advise the truck drivers, even before they get in an accident, how best to protect themselves.
So will you be able to offer services? This is through Dalmar TV, where we can have kind of training online, where we'll have kind of these interviews. We're gonna, reach our members in the Somali chamber and tell them that on this day, every month, Ras Filinija is giving out his time to train you on what to do in situations where you are involved in an accident and you don't have workers' compensation, or you are involved in an accident on the other party is not. Kind of a training. Are you able to do that?
Sure, we'd certainly be very happy to do that.
Thank you so much. daawadayaal mar kale iyo Dalmar TV maanta saan idin sheegnay waxaa noola joogay marti noogu ahaa studio-keena mudane Ras Filinija ama se loo yaqaano Filinija Law Group. waxaan weydiinay maxay tahay waxa uu maadaama aan haysano dad badan oo Soomaaliya oo ku jiro xagga trucking-ka, maxay tahay waxa cusub oo maanta aad u qabanaysa ama aad u qaban doonto dadka taraagada. mudane Ras wuxuu inoo sheegay in ay ka caawiyaan awalan Soomaalida iyagoo xitaa aan lacag weydiisanin inay uga sheegaan ama ay baraan sida uu markii accident uu dhaco waxa uu sameyn lahaa. dad badan oo waxaa jira taraagada leh oo isagoo taraagi leh aan workers compensation haysanin oo insurance-ka aan aad u garanaynin. marka saa darteed wuxuu yidhi dad fara badan oo mataqaanaa Soomaaliya oo trucking ku jiro ayaan caawinaa. hadday noo imaadana xafiiska waad ka caawin kartaa. numberka shaashadda aan ku qori doono ayaad insha Allah kala xiriiraysaa mudane Ras. mudane Ras waxaa kaloon weydiin doonaa insha Allah, waxaan weydiin doonaa sida ugu muhiimsan ama waxyaalaha uu kala kulmay oo mataqaanaa trucking-ka ama in uu jiro dad noocaas oo kale hadda ka caawiyo. Last but not least, Mr. Ras, can you tell us any specific individuals or specific incidents where a truck owner from the Somali community that you helped either did not have insurance or did not have workers' compensation that came into your office?
Oh, we've had quite a few that have come in that have had accidents, and one of the biggest issues, and we try to explain this one to them, is the co-driver situation. Where you are a co-driver and the driver of the truck that you are a passenger in is at fault in the accident. Quite often, the insurance on that truck will not cover you because there's an exclusion for what they refer to as co-employees. Even though they're both independent contractors and technically not employees, they aren't covered by workers' comp. The insurance companies also won't cover them. So if you have a situation where you have a trucking owner that does not have any assets to be able to obtain, you may not be able to recover at all. And we have that situation happen quite frequently.
So that means if usually when they go as a team, so when this guy is teaming with the other driver, or either the owner or the other driver, and the owner is
waxaan ka hadlayaa insha Allah laba qodob oo maaragtay su'aalihii hadda ku saabsan su'aalihii hadda kulli waxaan weynahay wax ku saabsanaayeen caqiida qofka uu caqiidadiisa dhiso islaamka maanta joogana meesha ku kala baxayo waa caqiidada dhankeeda ima ahlu sunna waljamaaca wa ima ahlu lbidca walkhuraafaat inaa u kala baxaan laba su'aalaan ka soo qaadanayaa su'aalihii hadda oo labadii u dambeeyey الأول وحاول سؤال شيء عبد الرحمن كتير قال أين الله؟ وسؤال آدمي سهل الأولى وعلم لها كمان تجوكتنا لحضرنا خلاف الكتاب وفوقنا تجد أهل السنة والجماعة وعنا أهل السنة والجماعة سيدي آن قانون أول سيدي صحيح أهل وجهه سؤال شيء عمرنا هاي ركبنا علمه وليبو ما تيهاسكو مساجد عادي وما في نسأل كفر كله لكن ماشي هذا ما في دلالة في عن وضعه سؤال شد وعواي سؤال ما في أين الله وصدق وجه الله في السماء xadiidkii oo jaariya oo nabiga uu su-aalana waa ku caddahay aayaddana waa ku caddahay laakiin waxaan ka soo qaadanayaa wixii ay aaminsan yihiin dadka qaar iyo wixii annaga hadda aan aaminsan ugu oga jawaabay kow ayaga waxay aaminsan yihiin allahu mawjuud fi kulli makaan ilaahay wuxuu joogaa meel kasta waa sax ilaahay meel kasta wuu joogaa laakiin kalama saarin bicilmi iyo bidaad laakiin qur-aanku uma kala saaray marka annaga aan ahlusunna waljamaaca جعلنا القرآن وحي تفسير القرآن بالقرآن تفسير القرآن بالأحاديث تفسير القرآن بأقوال الصحابة في سورة الأنعام لا يعليها وهو الله في السماء وفي الأرض لا يعليها أرض السماء معك التنبيه تفسير كآيات معك التنبيه آياتك التنبيه يعلم سركم وجهركم لا يعليها وحالة وحكستين يوحى ما تلقاتين لكن إلهي وحده في كل مكان في كل مكان وحده بذات في علم لكن ورقصيه هيمال كسا وخالد أصلا وأقول أصح جوابنا وحاول جواب ابن مالك رحمه الله إمام المالك قال السؤال شافعي وحكم جواب وحده الاستواء معلوم استواء هو شيء كرر والإيمان عنه واجب حق إيمان كله وعقيدة صحيحة له وكتاب القرآن قانع حديث كده قانع أنه هنيو سيدي آيات أبو الشافعي حديث شرطنا وواجب والسؤال عنه بدعة إن اسمه يوم شك وكاكا إذنا وبدعة مثلا ماشي أيه وحكا مغطى عرور نبي يتمنجر أما ترسنا إنا سؤاشي علماء ما في تطوات السياسة كجواب إنا كجوابين يعني ما حاسو حكينا ودلالك لك أما إدارة لك أما والدين أما معلمين ما شاء الله والسؤال سؤالها متكسر كالقدر لكن سؤال اسمه وحاوي أين الله سؤال شكل أيضا أطلق وحاوي كيف نعبد الله حديث كتب ما في ملك لا وعلى من العمر ليس وليس مثلا ما مال من عمل ليس عليه أمرنا فهو رد عملك من آدم وصمينا حتى ما في وقفت من كتاب السنة ومردود عليه آية القرآن وحيد وما آتاكم الرسول فخذوه وما نهاكم عنه فانتهوا مركب وحقوعد ardaydan inaa maaragtay caqiidadooda oo islaamiga aad dhisanto oo maanta haddii la doodaan rag waaweyn oo culimee maanta aad ogsoono inaa ayaga maaragtay aan sidii saxda a sheegayo marka dadaalkaas ayadee oo la wada muujiyey ama xag idaara macallimiinta inay la sii wado oo hor loo sii wado horta aa loo baahan yahay insha allah waqtigana wuu gaaban yahay intaasaan kusoo dhamaynayaa wasalaamu calaykum waraxmatullahi
Yusuf for the reminder. All right, I want everyone to pay attention for now. I will not start my next thing until I get every single person in line and facing forward. In 3, 2, we're almost done. 1, 0. Now I'm going to ask you rapid questions, question after question. So I want you to raise your hand and when I point at you, give me the answer. Do you all remember what we did after we ate our lunch for Monday through Thursday? After we came back from outside, we ate, we cleaned up, we went to the bathroom, made wudu, we cleaned this up, we go row by row, the girls came here. What did we do that time, Muhammad? Speak up. We read prophet stories. Do you remember? And the books that we read. Give me one book that we read during the time. What was the book about? Give me one. Yes? Allah's best friend. Who was that? Raise your hand. Ibrahim alayhi salam. Good job. What's another book that we read? Yes, Ahmed? Oh no, I'll pause. I have a couple people that are talking and not paying attention. Second row. Osama, pay attention please. Ahmed, go ahead. The King's Magicians. Good. Another book. Yes. Loving Your Parents. Another book. Do you remember where that story came from? Remember where the title and there was a small print. Quran for the Quran stories for the little hearts. Now, I'm doing this for a reason. There's someone who's sitting here who donated all those books to us. And we took advantage of that and we benefited from them. Have you learned something, yes or no? And that person is so lucky. He doesn't know how many books we read. We almost finished 1.5 of the books. 1 box and half of the second box. I want to recognize and show our gratitude to Salim Wood. Where is he? Come here, buddy. I'll put the spot there. Okay, Salim Wood is the son of Brother Abdurrahman Wood. Now, if you don't know Brother Abdurrahman, he's a da'i, meaning he's involved in the youth, he's involved in the community masajids, he's a khatib, he's youth lecturer, and now the thing that he was telling us today, one of the points role model, and that shows that he's been a role model for his son Salim, mashallah. So Salim was the one that donated those books to us. So what do we say to him? Jazakallahu khairan. We still have 1 more box to finish. His dad will hand him the gift. Barakallahu feek. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you, and we appreciate you for the thought and each one of these kids. How many of you guys were able to read a book? Came to the front and you read a book. A lot of you guys read it, right? Good. And we'll continue, inshallah. Jazakallahu khairan, Salim. And now I want to give the mic to Ma'alin Ali to our final certificate.
His life tonight from Masjid al-Taqwa, inshallah ar-Rahman. And we're going to thank Shafi Shafar, the owner of the Dalmar TV. This young man is the owner of Dalmar TV. And inshallah, everybody will see your face and your answers online very soon. And what I do, inshallah, the teachers will give and Abdurrahman to certificate. I give the names and I pass them the documents and then they will give out. The first I will start the teachers. So Abdurrahman will give the teachers when I call them. Yeah. The first one, the order of the teachers. Yeah. Number 1 is Ma'al Mustafa Hassan. Ma'al Mustafa Hassan, mashallah. They have work on the summertime. Number 2, Ma'al Abdulaziz Abdi. Ma'al Abdulaziz Abdi. Check the certificates yours. Jazakumullah khair. And number 3 is Ma'al Khadra Farah. Ma'al Khadra Farah. Ma'al Kawbiriya. Check the name. Number 4, Ma'al Adam. Ma'al Adam, he wanted to get the visa, inshallah. He's bringing the visa. So we'll keep for him. Number 5, Ma'al Yusuf Muhammad. Ma'al Yusuf, mashallah. Ma'al Yusuf. Number Ma'al Harun Abukar. Ma'al Harun Abukar. And Ma'al Sahara Abukar. Ma'al Sahara Abukar. And Sahara Abukar. Yes. And finally, Ma'al Zakaria Daib. Now, that's all. We have teacher assistants. Teacher aid. Number 1 is Suhaib Ahmed. Suhaib Ahmed. Number 2 is Salman Laili. Let's go to Salam. Look at Salam. Salman Laili is not here. Zainab Abu Bakr. Now we have a student who passed the GAT he got today. They got this. Adnan Musa. MashaAllah. Even if you got to go to Quran, inshallah, to your teacher, everybody. Afnan Muhammad. Afnan Muhammad. She's coming. Halima Ahmed. Halima Ahmed. Halima Ahmed here. حذيفة آدم. حذيفة. صابرين أحمد. صابرين. وين صابرين وصية؟ صابرين أحمد. حليمة الله البكراتي. صابرين البكراتي. حليمة. صابرين. سلمى إبراهيم. سلمى إبراهيم. سلمى إبراهيم هي. Now I'm giving out the money this time, money, cash. So you have to listen. If, excuse me, there are two types of cash. You only get money. The 6 boys, where are they? Yeah, 6 boys, come. You get money. Are you serious? Everyone I call will get $25 gift card. If you are here. Abdul Qadir Isa. Abdul Qadir Isa, who is Goofy? He was here right now. He left?
He's not here, then I get to keep it.
Yeah, he won't get any. Abdul Rahman Isa. Abdul Rahman Isa, he was here? He left too? Abdul Rahim Sulaiman. Anzal Muhammad. Anzal Muhammad. Ayan Habib. Ayan Habib, not here? Ayan Habib. Fatma Abdul. Salahuddin Mahmoud. Umar Ibrahim. Salman Omar. Yahya Filo. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. halkan waa Dalmar TV. kusoo dhawaada Dalmar TV. maanta waxaa station keena noogu amartay representative Munira Abdullahi oo laga soo toortay districtga 9aad ee magaalada Ohio, magaalada Columbus. Munira, kusoo dhawaada Dalmar TV.
Happy to be here.
Munira, doorasho aad u kululeyd oo mataqaanaa waqti soo qaatay aad ku gashay nasiib wanaag oo ku guuleysatay. horta bal inoo sheeg Munira waa ay.
horta Somali English asku daya laakiin waxaa ku dhaladay Kenya refugee camp. America waxaa imaan when I was 2 years old, Utah, Columbus, Ohio, 5 years old ahaa. School intaan ku aaday, high school, middle school, OSU baa kasoo baxay for jaamacada. Waxaa bartay international relations and diplomacy, so UN ta umaray na aadayo. But then even through high school and college waxaa samayn jirnay activities masaajidka ka shaqayn jiray, community service work, and shaqadaas waxaa ku arkay dadka oo waxyaabo badan ku dhacayaan, right? Homelessness, drug abuse, domestic violence, and waxaan ka arkay, I was like, dadkan yaa caawinayo, right? Dadkan yaa caawinayo. qof oo Somali ma ku jiro parliamentka, waxaa lahaa House, city council, qof Muslim ma ku jiro. So I decided, yaa sugeena, anaa orday. So I ran for office, and subhanallah, dadka way caawiyaan Soomaalida, isku imaadeen lacag bay siiyeen ilbaabahay garaaceen and alxamdulilah waxaa noqday the first Muslim woman, the first Somali woman in Ohio lagu doorsaday. So that's Munira in a nutshell, very quickly, biography.
maasha allah aad baad umahadsantahay Munira. marka dareenkaaga muxuu yahay maanta adigoo gabadha keliya oo muslim ah oo ku jirto state muxuu ahay aqalka representative-ka oo markaad xijaabka soo xirno dadka soo dhex fadhiisato dadka aad u tagayso iyo sidee ku arkaan dareenkaaga adigana muxuu yahay
horta amaano weyn waaye qofka ugu horeyso you have to really represent in si fiican you have to be very careful so meelkas marka aado waxaa ka fikiraa how am I representing Islam dadka say arkoyaan marka ani arkaan waxay arkaan Islam because I'm the first one I arkeen so every time in the state house how am I representing Islam ciida waxaa sameynay waxaan lahaa a speech ciida waxaa waaye maalinta oo waxaan dhaco why this is important dadkani markaa dhameeyey Republicaanka Democratka way imaadeen xidhan maqlin before ciidaanato thank you for explaining us so meelkas marka aado is it's representation I have to explain Islam to everybody shaqo badan waaye laakiin it's very important amaano ilaahay siiyo waa dadka idiibteen and it's very crucial for me to represent properly so everywhere I go I'm very aware of who I am and how I'm representing hijabkayga how am I wearing the hijab how am I talking to people sidoo hadlaya and literally every single action is important
mahadsanid Munira waxaan ku weydiiyey horta districtgaaga ilaa meeqa qof uu ka kooban yahay districtga laga soo doorto oo district sagaalada
district waxaa waaye 120,000 camal I don't know Somalia uga
120,000
okay
marka 120,000 ku soo doortay Soomaalida ilaa meeqa percentage ahaan bay ka yihiin
probably 10% or 15% oo yartahay it's not a lot
so dadku soo doortay Soomaalida aad bay ugu yihiin districtga degan
laakiin Soomaalida ugu shaqo badan iga baxeen oo soo baxeen for voting iga baabaha garaaceen so is even how 15-20% like in voting ka waxay ahaayeen about 30% dadka soo baxeen
masha Allah Munira waxaan ku weydiiyey xaalada badan baa jirta oo og tahay hadda xaafadda laga soo doortay ilaa markaad fiiriso maxaad matashaa dadka Soomaaliyeed muslimiinta ah ama dadka Soomaaliyeed oo New Immigrants ka degan gobolkan Ohio ayaad matashaa oo Soomaali ahaan markaan inaano maxay waxa hadda kugu daran oo inta aad joogtay xafiiska aad la kulantay muxuu ahaa
hadda markaas soo galay it was mainly education iyo healthcare iyo maxaa lahaa muslimiinta loo kari so my first bill wuxuu ahaa World Hijab Day so Ohio nidhahaan World Hijab Day waa maalin oo Ohio la fiirinayo right second bill wuxuu ahaa I don't know how to say this in Somali so you have to help me with this one is banning unconscious intimate exams so like when you're unconscious the doctors in Ohio are allowed to examine you so my second bill is to make that illegal
sida adigoo aan miirkaaga u joogin oo lagu baarayo baaritaan lagu sameeyo
they bring the students to like learn on you so October
marka dadka muslimiinta inaan lagu sameynin waxyaalaha
everybody like qof kasta it's not just muslimiinta and our third bill is making insulin cheaper I'm a type 1 diabetic so insulin in America waxa waaye lacag badan hundreds of dollars so making it $35 cap but shaqada oo in this district waxyaabo kala jiro so gun violence soo batay there's also a lot of drug abuse so shaqadii kale tan waxa waaye as youth director for masaajidka right so waxa ka shaqeynaa making we sponsored a documentary or we'll sameeyay for Somalida or drug abuse ku jiraan like how did they get out of it so we're working on awareness education second thing is how are we going to get the youth out of the gun violence so we're working on sports programs so we have basketball programs coming up boxing program going to be coming up soccer so ilmaha masaajidka soo keen karna so instead of banaanka aadan oo isxabadayaan how do we make them busy and give them resources so working with that and working with the city on getting them resources so there's a lot of problems but those two are probably the biggest ones in my district hadda
aad baan ku fahmay ma jirtaa marka maadaama hadda wax inta shay oo sheegtay iyo waxa caqabad aad la kulantay ma jirtaa wax maanta la taaban karo oo aad leedahay waxaasan hadda qabtay inta lagu soo doortay ma jirtaa
Yeah, the first, first state house iftar. So the first time ever, look has to in the state house as we did. My state house iftar had 250 Muslims. I was quite mad then. Never before 250 Muslims in Mubarak in the state house, and to have afur Ramadan or Quran or Akhriya. And the first time we had Imam no imado and do the opening prayer. So every session has an opening prayer. Like every time, the priest or the rabbi sometimes. Like we had our imam come in. So mainly shaqada hadda sameyn is representation. Bilisha they're very slow in Ohio. they're not really moving. So bill waa gelina laakiin ma la arkaayo until probably next year. And alhamdulillah, we had Somali link lacag loo helay with the help of the Republicans, with the help of the House leadership, $2 million for Somali link, which is an organization oo dadka Soomaalida caawiyo, after school program, rental assistance, hadda waxay bilaawayaan journalism internship for ilmaha. So we helped get that in the budget. So I think those things so far.
marka barnaamijkaas barnaamij Soomaalida muxuu bedeli karaa maadaama hadda waxaad ogtahay in dhalinyarada yaryarka ah waa isdilaan maalin kasta waad aragtay qabuuraha inta qof oo dhalinyaro yar oo la dilay qaarkood droogay galaan qaarkood xabsiay ku jiraan marka maxaad is leedahay maxaa isbedel ay ku samayn kartaa lacagta 2 milyan ah oo Soomaalida la siiyay
low maintenance first of all is Somali la siiyay but like waa la shaqeynaa figuring out how can you use lacagta stuff to help the youth right now the idea is programming. So we learned, I remember 2017, 2018, ani walaashay xaq shaqeyn iyo some other dhalinyaro xaq shaqeyn basketball program, tournaments. I'm telling you, the gun violence that summer, way yaraatay. Because ilmaha wiilasha, they're just at the basketball programs. Every day they're at the basketball programs. And basketball programs, waxay ka dhigaan, you can't do basketball if you don't do muhaadara. You have to go to muhaadara and then you can play basketball. So waxyaabahaas camal aan soo celinaa rabnaa, but we need a lot of money for it. So lacagtaas, they're going to help us work on that. So right now, it has to be a strategy and a plan to make sure it's effective, because that's what and then we just go. It's not going to be consistent. So far, Lactane is going to start in 2024 because it got awarded in 2023. It starts 2024 and it goes to 2025. So inshallah, when 2024 starts, we're going to be ready to start those programs, and we're going to follow. Everyone's going to see that. Right now, we're doing education through Mass Youth, which is I'm the director for, and next month we're doing a gun violence awareness panel. With dhalinyaro oo buug qore Yusuf Aldaho buugiisna waxa waaye is about how he got involved in buuq iyo balaayo and he went to jail and waxyaabaha ku bartay while he was in jail so we can help the other youth not to avoid that that consequence and to educate them on what actually happens when you go to jail because hadda waxay isku ciyaar right and his book explains it's not ciyaar this is very serious once you go to jail how difficult it is. So that's part of the education. How we get I need to get 20, 21, 22 عمل. Or jail at it. حبس go at it. حدنا بوق قرأ. So we're going to do a book launch. وحاسمنا panel وحكمنا why وحنقول على and how you avoid it. And we're going to have all the youth come. Also their parents. So that's part of the education. So what we look at there's got to be a lot of different solutions to this.
marka ma isleedahay Munira maadaama ay dhibaatooyin fara badan jiraan community ahaan anaga Soomaalida markaan eegno ma isleedahay ma wax ay iyagu dadka kula qaban karaan ma jiraan ama ay u diri karaan ay ku loobi garan karaan ama xagga congress ka noqoto ama xagga districtda ha noqoto ama state ka noqoto ma jirtaa wax aad ka doonayso dadweynaha oo aad leedahay waxa sameeya si aan u helno budgetyada ilmahan aan ku caawin ma jirtaa
Yeah, for sure. Hajiro hearings. We have hearings for the budget in it. We have hearings for bilisha. There's some bills. There's some bills in universities or university SSA, Somali Student Association, MSA that's SB 83-151. When there's the hearing, that's we don't want this bill. And then there's also gun violence protection bills. I know these multiple times. Okay, if we have more people come to the State House and talk about why gun safety laws are important, let's go on the other side. They're going to listen more likely. So education, coming to the State House, talking, testifying. If you have experience, coming to the hearings and talking about your experience is very helpful.
So aad baan fahmaynaa Munira macquul ma tahay marka xisbiga aad ka tirsantahay adigu dimuqraadi weey dimuqraadigana markasta waxa ay diidan yihiin oo leeyihiin anagu ma doonino dadka inay qoriyo qaataan waxaan doonaa dadka qoriyaha in laga dhigo si loo yareeyo mataqaana dhibaatooyinka iyo mataqaana waxa dhacaya marka haddii state-kii oo looga badan yahay marka qaylada dimuqraadiga ama beelka ay geenayaan maxay isbedel sameyn kartaa
Yeah, this is hard. And a lot of the districts, that's why I was saying come to the State House and do testimonies, especially if you are in a district or democratic. Unfortunately, Somali district or democratic. They're in the districts that are not democratic. If your state representative is Republican, calling, emailing, even if they're not your state representative, calling and emailing the offices is very helpful. If you get 50 emails on one bill, bilku waa fiirinaysaa differently. So if we call, even if it's not your state representative, you can call the Republican state representatives or diidaan the gun safety bills. Waa wici kartaa, waa email gani kartaa. You can come to their office حتى and talk to them why this is important. Just because حزبك كتيرين and they don't like gun safety doesn't mean they have to vote against us. And they will if they don't hear from us. So talk to all representatives, not just your own.
منيرة aad baad umahadsantahay أولا dhegaystayaal haddana kusoo dhawaada Dalmar TV waxaa maanta saan hore idinku sheegnay marti noow ah studio-ka Dalmar TV waxaa marti noow ah Munira Cabdulaahi oo ah representative laga soo doortay districtka 9aad Munira mar labaad haddana dadkayga Soomaaliyeed waxay mar kasta way adag tahay in ay ka qayb galaan mitinada oo hall meetings iyo markii dadka loo yeero dadkayga sibay macnaha siyaasadda iskaga dhowraan xitaa markay vote gareynayaan aad bay u adagtahay in dadka la soo saaro oo la yiraahdo soo vote gareeya marka dadka da'daada oo kale taa oo yareerka oo hadda ku soo biiray siyaasadda iyo dadweynihii mar kasta aad kaatay inay xitaa vote gareeyaan oo ka baqaya ama ka cabsanaya ama aan ogeynba muhiimadda ay leedahay inuu qofku uu hadli karo uu hool intuu tago wax bedeli karo maxaad u sheegi lahayd si dadkan ay iskaga bedelaan xaaladda ay ku jiraan oo uga qayb galaan doorashada voodkoodana ay u ridaan aanay noqdaan dad codkooda dhiiban kara maxaad ku boorin lahayd
First of all, codkaada waa muhiim. So الناس تعمل أشد waaye. Taxes waa bixisa ma you pay taxes, right? Cashuurta waa bixisa. So why not codkaada ha bixin wayse? It's very important. So City Hall, just educate yourself. Go on their website. Waa arki kartaa meediyaashooda. Biilasha oo soo baxooda. How you can talk about it. Educate ourselves. News ka akhri, right? Read the news. Isla hadla, educate yourself. Dad bajiro adi camal you know the bills, you know the siyaasadda soo shaqeyso. U sheeg saaxiibayaashaada how it works and get them out to vote. And I think Somali WhatsApp واستعمالها Facebook واستعمالها Snapchat واستعمالها so Facebook WhatsApp Snapchat isku sheega codka soo socdo, right? We have election coming up, we have a hearing coming up. Come to the state house, come to city council. waxyaabaha dhacayo and then akhri as well because just because WhatsApp does not mean it's true. Educate yourself, research it, Google bajiro. Research, educate, and go outside. That's all I'll say.
Munira aad baad u mahadsan tahay aad baan kugu soo dhaweynaa Dalmar TV maanta aad ugu soo boqotay su'aasha ugu dambe aan ku weydiinayay dadkii ku soo doortay oo Soomaalida ahaa oo mataqaanaa gobolka kula degna oo kula shaqeeyay oo ku soo gaarseelkan maxaad u haysaa maxaa message u haysaa maanta u sheegaysaa
message ka xawaaye we're working very hard and I take it very seriously the responsibility I see son at the state house and we continue to work together as one people. That's good. So we have to keep coming together and continue moving forward and strategizing together. So inshallah, Mel or was it far? How do you say far again?
Melfog.
We work together. But jazakallah khair to everybody who voted and worked for my campaign. And inshallah, we're going to see even more results and including the gun violence, including the drug abuse, including and we're going to move past it.
mahadsanid Munira Cabdulaahi sida sharafta badan ee aad awalan aad mataqaan ugu soo boqotay studio-ka Dalmar TV mar labaad haddana waxa weeyaan gabadhii ugu horeysay waxaa tahay Soomaaliyeed oo gasho aqalka isaga ah oo qayb ka noqoto in aad isbedel badan sameyn doontana waan rajaynaynaa anagu dadkeygana waxaan u sheegaynaa inay kula shaqeeyaan oo ay mataqaan dhiirigelin u noqoto kuwa dambe oo soo socdo daawadayaal sad nooga daawanayseen halkani waa Dalmar TV maanta waxaa nala joogtay Munira Cabdulaahi oo aan saad idin sheegnay districtka 9aad laga soo doortay waa gabadha ugu horeysay oo state house ka gasha waa gabadha ugu horeysay Soomaali ah oo xijaab ku dhexrata waa gabadha ugu horeysay Soomaali ah oo mataqaanay diyaar u ah in ay dadkeeda meel sare gaarsiiso waxaan leenahay ku soo dhawaada Dalmar TV waa anaga iyo mar kale oo booqasho wanaagsan soo dhawow Munira insha Allah waxaan rajaynaynaa inaan dib mar kale kula kulmo
insha Allah thank you Dalmar TV
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Daawadayaal ku soo dhawaada Dalmar TV. maanta waxaa sharaf inoo ah in ay nala joogto